no matter where it is in the world that you go to, the one thing that is absolutely certain is you cannot escape yourself. Geographical cure, running away from your problems, wishing it would go away, does not help. When you're on your journey of trying to stop smoking weed or trying to stop really any addictive behavior, being out on vacation or on a trip away from your normal environment can seem amazing or so easy to stop. You don't think about it while you're away, you don't want it, etc. That can often feed us this illusion that it's easy to stop, that you can stop, or maybe that if you just change your environment or location or move to another city, all your problems will go away. I just got back from a trip to Rome, Italy. And like most of us who've ever struggled with addiction or a mental health problem, it reminded me of something I know really well. The illusion of the geographical cure. You know what I mean, right? That feeling as though it could be different. If I could just get away, somewhere new, somewhere fresh, a new start, far away from the triggers and all the things around me that make me want to use, then just maybe, finally, I will stop using, change my life, and feel better. Throughout the nearly 2 decades of my mental health and addiction problems, the only time I could ever stop getting high was when I was on vacation or in a foreign country in which I really feared incarceration and getting in trouble and just simply being out of my normal environment with access to getting high. You know, new environment, new vibes, no triggers, so much stimulation, and a fresh outlook on my existence. Now that worked when I was away. I could abstain. I almost felt like I had some control. I would come up with all kinds of excuses. When I get back, it'll be different. When I get back, I'll just smoke every now and then. And when I got back, boom, I ran into the wall of reality. Everything came back. The cravings, the triggers, the lies, the delusions, the self-deception, the denial. Don't even notice I am lying. It all came back. This is the trap that we call the geographical cure. In many recovery circles and in personal change dynamics, this is the well-known illusion of pulling the geographical cure or running the treadmill of the geographical cure. It's this belief that changing your geographical location will fix all of your problems. But all you are really doing is simply just trying to outrun yourself. Pretend, delude, deceive yourself into really facing the problems that need to be faced. What is the truth? Wherever you go, there you are. Addiction is not about circumstances. Addiction isn't really about the substance, right? The substance, the drug, is not the problem, it's the solution. The problem is us and our internal coping mechanisms, our inability to deal with life on life's terms. The neuroscience of addiction shows us that the addictive substance or behavior hijacks our dopamine motivation reward system. And over time, this pattern of behavior can only seek relief by adding more and more of the behavior or the substance or the thing you're trying to stop doing. So wherever you are physically, geographically, that doesn't matter because the relief and the thing we're seeking really comes from this internal desire and the substance that we consume to serve and address that internal desire. So this geographical change can offer intermediate or temporary relief from triggers, from environments that encourage us or that nudge us towards getting high. But without new coping strategies and a way of dealing with all those triggers, this break, this relief, this abstinence is just temporary. So the problem here is that it isn't where you are in the world, it's how you are in the world. It's how you respond to stress. It's how you respond to triggers. It's how you support yourself, deal with pain and stress and discomfort. Moving won't fix that, but having a recovery strategy, plan, support system will. That's why 12-step programs, therapy, other evidence-based practices and habit-changing tools actually work because they focus on inner change, coping skills, distress tolerance, behavior change, focus on inner change, developing meaning, taking responsibility for your life. What my recent trip to Rome
brought about or really reminded of me, because the last time I was there 20 some odd years ago, I was stuck in this pattern, but I was not getting high because of this geographical cure that I lived in the illusion of. So it can be good to remove yourself from toxic and abusive environments. This is not what we're talking about. Clearly, that is not good. And if you're in that situation, yes, you need to remove yourself from it. That's not an illusion. That's self-preservation. That's wise. That's practical. Let's just ensure that we're not confusing external relocation with internal transformation. So here's how we're going to apply this to our life. Pay attention to the desire to run away, to flee, to hide from your problems. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm really running from? Get support. Build the coping skills you need to deal with the things you're trying to run from. Get some help. Again, sponsor in a 12-step program, a therapist, a peer support group, a mentor, whatever it is. You can't do this alone. By doing that, we learn to heal. We learn to develop these coping mechanisms to enhance our dysregulation tolerance, our stress tolerance, and we start to build a meaningful, loving, joyful life that we actually want to live. And that makes it so much easier to not get high or not engage in your addictive behaviors. Recovery, healing is possible. It is the natural outcome of looking in the mirror, taking responsibility, and doing these things. So it doesn't happen by moving cities, moving locations. It happens by changing what goes on inside yourself towards truth, honesty, responsibility, courage, humility, responsibility, service. That's how we heal, engaging in those behaviors. So when you feel that urge to run, pause. You may not need a new location. What you likely need is an internal change. A new internal location, a new way of being. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Stroh. This is the Starts With Me channel. If this resonated with you, please hit that like and subscribe button, comment, share this with someone who you think might find it helpful, and join me on this path to a meaningful life. Take it easy. Peace out. I am very grateful that you watched to the end of this video. Please click one of the boxes to watch more of our content, and otherwise have a great day. Peace out.